Today I'm going to be looking at the new elite specialization, the Vindicator. That's the Revenant specialization for the End of Dragons. So I started out, I've got a female Norn I'm going to use this for my demonstration. We're going to go kind of walk through this together. Let's see what kind of stats they've given us right off the bat. We've got Invocation, Devastation, and the Vindicator. They're giving us what equipment? Looks like once again we're getting Marauders with all stats. Uh, Marauders gear. Okay. Let's go in here and open up everything.
I like it.
Alright. Let's see what we got here. We've got Legendary Alliance stats. It invokes the power of the legendary champions Arkham and Saint Victor. Okay, and then of course that's the drawer stance. Number one is swing at enemies with your great sword. We got a great sword. So we got miss swing, miss slash, and arcing mist. Looks like arcing mist causes the most damage and gives you shield and vulnerability. Alright, so that's just a standard SWAT. Okay, Mist Unleashed. Hurl forces from the mist in front of you, rendering foes vulnerable. A lot of vulnerability in Revenants. Okay. Alright, that looks kind of cool. Let me go somewhere where there's not some baddie showing off. Let's see. Yeah, okay. What kind of damage does that do? All that does is, well, it does 1832 and it inflicts vulnerability. Alright, let's see this one. Number 3. Rush toward your opponent, cleaving the area. That's Phantom Onslaught. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. Got a little bit of a cooldown on it though. And we got Imperial Guard. Block incoming attacks for a prolonged duration and ready a counterattack that deals increased damage based on the attacks blocked. True Strike. Strike your foes with empowered energy, deals increased damage based on attacks blocked by Imperial Guard. Let's see. 4. That's pretty cool. Makes a little bit of a buzzsaw noise, don't it? It's also got a little bit of a cooldown on it. And then number 5 is whirl your greatsword, opening holes in the mist that deal damage. Minimum damage is 289. Damage reduction per hit 10. Number of impacts 24. Number of targets 3. Alright, let's see what it does. Oh, okay. So kind of like an AoE kind of deal. F2 is gain endurance and swap your legendary alliance stats stance skills. Apologize right now because my sinuses are really acting up on me, so my voice may sound a little bit strange. So these are two different legendary people that you got in one. All right. Let's see what we got over here as far as skills go. We got Selfless Spirit. Channel your rage into the nearby area, healing and empowering yourself for each enemy struck. And then you got heals allies in the area. Okay. Nomad's Advance is legendary alliance is a lunge forward, damaging flows and gaining might for each target struck. You can have up to 5 targets. That's a leap ability. Do you have to have something targeted? Okay. No, that's just leaps forward. All right. You got Scavenger Burst and Tree Song. Unleash your rage at foes in the area, gaining quickness and endurance for each foe struck. And then Tree Song is grant regeneration and cleanse. Hmm. Let's see what happens if you. I guess this swaps between the two legendaries here. Oh, it gives you another thing. Like, okay, I see how that works now. It'll be something extra to play with. Wow, what was that one? Break, stun, and attack nearby enemies, gaining stability and fury for each target struck. And then it goes back to your original alliance. Okay, and then we got Spear of Arkham. Call upon the spirit of Arkham to hurl his spear. Oh yeah, that's right. Wait. Huh. Wonder why that caused damage on. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I don't like skills that cause damage to me, to my character. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I don't care for that. But all right. Let's see. All right. Let's see now. We got the Vindicator, which gives you the great sword proficiency. Instead of dodging, deliver a powerful blow from above, striking foes when you hit the ground. Dodging costs all of your endurance and can only be executed at full endurance. Alright, so if I hit this. Oh, I got you. So instead of dodging, I like do a attack from above. Huh. Okay. Alright. Let me see something here a minute. Alright, so now we got F2 now refreshes the cooldowns of Alliance utility skills. The cooldown of F2 is increased. Okay. Amnesty of Shinji. Abilities gain an additional bonus. Activating F2 grants both of these bonuses simultaneously. Luxon abilities grant regeneration in the area around you. Kurzik abilities grant might. And they've got this equipped. Might and heal. And then we got Redemption Sermon. When struck while below the health threshold, heal allies in the area and cleanse their conditions. Balance and Discord. Gain health and boons when swapping legends or by using alliance tactics while attuned to the legendary alliance. Alliance tactics. So what is that? What are they calling this over here? Okay. Excuse me, I just woke up from my nap. Song of Arboreum. Grant vigor to yourself and nearby allies after dodging. Vigor has increased effect on you. Okay. And then we got drop from above. or Saint Shield, granting barrier and healing to allies in the affected area. This one here is Dodging Now, grants boons to allies and inflicts chill on struck foes when landing. Extended boon duration for allies upon landing. In this, drop from above, delivering a massive strike on the focus area. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go play test it a little bit. See what we got. Of course, we're going to go to our classic places, right? Yeah. Let's see how well we do with this one. Where am I at? Oh, yeah. I want to go down here to the Law and Riverlands. Let's go over here to this place first. I didn't do this yesterday on the Warrior. I went straight to the more difficult. So this looks like another DPS build. I guess on these three, the Blade Strum or Storm, I always get confused on that name. Anyway, the Warrior build and the Revenant build and the Elementalist build look like maybe they're gonna supposed to be for DPS. Possibly. We'll see. Let's see what happens when I go over here and try to tackle these tough guys. A lot of enemies.
Fury is mine.
Take a deep breath.
I'm dying.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Ah. It was like I wasn't even causing any kind of damage. I don't know if it was targeted on the wrong thing or what. Oh no. See, that's the only thing too about these builds. You gotta get used to playing them and know what works and what doesn't. Like the right rotation and all. What does this one do? That breaks stun. This was the spear. See, I'm not even sure if I needed to be in that particular. So now instead of just one legendary over here, you're going to have two legendaries you got to micromanage. So I'm not going to go over there and try to
You there? Have you seen any glimmering scales in your sojourns?
fight all those guys at one time. Let me just concentrate on fighting one of them. Alright, so that's just your number one chain on your weapon. Okay. Let's go over here and do this number two. Hit him with this guy. Okay, that does all the... Well, that didn't really do a whole lot of damage, did it? What is that supposed to do? Oh, that just gives them vulnerability.
Quickly.
Alright.
Fury is mine.
Well, at least you can move when you go up in the air.
Nothing can bring me down.
Okay, that's like a block. Let's swap over to the other guy. 7. It goes backwards. 8.
Eat pain.
Okay. Alright. So much time, but Guild Wars 2's been releasing so much content lately, and my ADHD kicks in, and it's hard for me to really focus in on what I'm doing. I've still got all these trinkets I need to change. Let me see if I got anything. Basically, all these though are like I don't know if I can change these trinket. Maybe I can do it like this. No, it don't let me do Marauder build. Uh, so I won't be able to change my trinkets unless I go to all these celestial stats. Oh, oh, here we go. I guess it's gonna let me change though, so I won't get a pure condition damage build unless it'll let me. Maybe okay, yeah, I can change them now. So I was doing grieving, right? All right. Uh, Sometimes try to do things off. Yeah. Well, I don't want my viewers to get bored and leave, But what can you do? Sometimes you just don't have a choice, and I don't have enough viewers or followers to really worry about it, I guess. But I still do, because I want people to be entertained when they come to my stream. I don't want them to just be sitting here watching me change my build, which there's probably a faster way to do this that I'm not aware of. But that's my whole spiel. I'm just like a casual kind of player. So, and that's what I base my stream on, is just being a casual player. I know enough about the game to be dangerous, and that's about it. Just from trial and error and experience. All right, so this should be a full-on condition build. Let's see, my condition now is up to 982. Seems like I ought to have a higher amount of condition damage than that, though. But we'll try it because basically, see, I still got DPS, power, precision, and ferocity going for me. All right, let's look at my. I'm just wondering if maybe I ought not change some of this stuff around. Let's try this strike damage here. Let's do battle scars. Invocation. I want to try this stability. This is probably not the best trait line for probably should be trying corruption, but we'll change it after I get down here. Let's go down here and pick a fight with some of these bad guys. See how well we do. Get this little surfboard guy going. The Back to the Future dude. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. We didn't lose a lot of health for nothing, so let's see if I can rush this dude.
Might quickly.
Oh yeah, the condition build's really taking them out pretty quickly. It didn't hardly lose much health at all, did it? Let's go over here and take on these jokers. Let's rush them. Okay, that worked out pretty good. That's blocked. Uh-oh. Those fire guys always give me a hard time. Alright. So my condition build's working pretty good. Huh. Yeah. Well, because I don't have a lot of viewers in my chat to tell me stuff, I have to just figure it out on my own. But that's okay. I'm not, like I said, my whole channel was just basically for entertainment purposes, more so for me than for anybody else. If somebody drops by, I'm grateful, but you know, it's not like I'm planning on making a lot of money off this channel or nothing. I gotta, although I did kind of semi-retire, uh, and maybe one day I'll get to the point to where I'll feel comfortable enough to try to do this as full time. Let's see how we do against these jokers. So far, I'm liking
Nothing can bring me down.
the condition damage build.
That's how
I mean, I'm not, that's just the basic attacks I'm using. Yeah. See, that was just the basic attack, and it's causing enough damage to take out the enemies. Let's go over here to where there's some really tanky bad guys are. Oh, let me put on some, I'm going to use some conditioned food now. So this gives me conditioned damage, 3% of my precision. And this here will give me expertise and conditioned damage food. So I'll put that on. Now let's see what my condition, my precision is 1511. Wonder why that's not showing any condition damage though. Oh, that's because I'm on the mount.
Nothing can
I
bring
was
me
like,
down.
what? Here we go. Now my condition damage is all the way up to 1117, so it went up some. So let's try it and see how it is against these bad guys over here. I'm in one of the more high in-game maps. where these forged guys are pretty tough.
I need a moment. Eat pain.
Okay. Let me let my health regen. I got this Choya over here picking at me. Choya, oh boy. A lot of stuff. Yeah, but yeah, once you get to playing it, it's not so complicated really. I mean, even for somebody like me that don't understand how, a lot of the synergies and stuff. Of course, if you've been playing this from the very beginning like I have, a lot of these skills and traits and armor and stats and everything kind of developed along the way, so it was like I was with it and growing in my knowledge as the game expanded. So for somebody who's never played the game, and that's the reason why I kind of try to gear my channel to people who not really played the game, so it makes it look easy. I mean, see, right now I'm not doing anything. All I got to do is just, if I want to, I don't even have to punch any buttons. I mean, I don't even have my hands on anything. So I just fought that guy. This guy's shooting at me. But I'm going to just use my number one as an auto attack, but it's going to kill me though because I got a lot of folks. I went down. I had a lot of folks shooting at me at one time, so I should have been moving more, swapping some of the Revenant's kind of a little bit more of a complicated class to use because you do have quite a bit of stuff going on with it.
Keep me down.
The only thing I don't like is I'm so used to dodging stuff that,
That's how I do
and
it.
the way this dodge works on
Might
this,
make me right.
it shoots you way up in the air and brings you down to attack
Quickly.
instead of like just tumbling out of the way like most dodges. So that's something I'd have to get used to. This guy over here is shooting at me. Get him done. You just kind of got to be aware of what's around you too while you're fighting. Alright. So with the Revenant, what happens is you get these legendary guys that you can swap to, and it gives you a whole new utility bar over here. Your main weapon, you can swap your main. That's a great sword. My main weapon, I can go over the sword mace. So you got two sets of weapons, and then if I want to, I can swap back. Now this is the elite specialization here. So, and even this one's split. Because like if I tap, see you got, I don't know if you can make it out on your screen, but you got two different legendary figures here. These were heroes from like Guild Wars 1. And so I can even swap back and forth between them by hitting that. So see, that gave me a whole new utilities bars here. So I think this is geared more towards like maybe healing or spreading out boons to your party. Mesmer, yeah, I did on my YouTube channel. I got a video on the Mesmer. I kind of like their build. It's called the uh,
Might makes me
Virtuoso,
right.
and you get to use daggers.
Healing here.
Uh oh. You get to use daggers with that one. It's kind of like a song. They call it a blade song. They've already had, they released 3 classes already. That time I got in a little bit of trouble because I really wasn't. I just misplayed that myself. I was trying to pay attention. But so the first
Before
3
you
they
head into
had
lobby,
was the
I have
Mesmer
information you're going to want to hear.
and the Guardian and the Necro, and I really liked the Necromancer. The Necromancer got pistols, and that was pretty cool. They call that the Harbinger. So far, the Necro Elite Specialization is the one I like the best. The Guardian was called the Wheel Bender, and the Mesmer was called the Virtuoso. And then this week they released these 3 new ones: the Revenant, the Warrior, and the Elementalist, which I haven't built my Elementalist yet. Usually I just take one day and focus in on one class and try to understand how it works and the best way to play it. That was working okay, although I did notice I did have a little bit of trouble when I got into a lot of enemy. Let me try something here. I want to change this trait line here to corruption. I'm thinking this is the one that's built more towards uh, condition type damage. Let's try this. So this trait line, this corruption trait line, has a lot to do with different types of conditions. Let's see if that changed my, yeah, see that increased my condition damage up to about 12 something. And there's other armors that you can use that uh, for condition damage too, other stat lines, but I'm just going with that grieving armor because I haven't never